1920 win for the Wallabies away from home. First win in the Rugby Championship. How good. Away win in horrendous conditions. A real gutsy effort from all involved. Great win, great confidence boost. And just shows what when this team wants to, when they want to bond, when they want to get together, what they can do. Like I said, horrendous conditions. Tough outing. You don't just go over to Argentina and win easily. And they did it. Well done to the Wallabies. On the other hand, for the Los Pumas, not your best outing. Not how you want to be playing. Not how you want to be playing at home in front of your home fans neither. So back to the drawing board for the Los Pumas, but a great win for the Wallabies. Welcome back, everybody, to Kick On Rugby channel. I'm your host, Dane Sherritt. And before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this game. Who played well, who didn't? Are the Wallabies now on the up? How about the Los Pumas? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that subscribe while you're there, and let's get into it. So we'll stay on Los Pumas. There was a lot of back and forth to start off the game for the first 15 minutes. Yes, Los Pumas got that early penalty, but man, the weather was horrendous. There was a lot of kicking, a lot of, how about we'll give you the ball and you make the mistake so we can then pounce on that mistake. And that's kind of what it felt like. There's a lot of feeling each other out sort of thing. Like I said, we'll give you the ball, you make the mistake, we're happy to defend. Both sides kind of had that tactic in the start. That's what it seemed like. But Argentina were first to pounce after sustained pressure. I love that they didn't go for a goal. They went for the touch, got the line out, and Maul scored from the Maul try. And like I said, going for the try, backing yourself to go for the try instead of going for points, I do love that. We saw it in the Springboks All Blacks game as well. And I don't think enough credit gets given to the leadership group in those moments, because it can go both ways. You can go for the 3 points and then you end up losing by 2 or 3 points, or you can go for the try and you come up with nothing, or you can get 7 points from it. So there's a lot, it's not just, oh yeah, we're going to go for tries each time. There's scoreboard pressure that you want to be putting on your opposition. So every time you get opportunity to put points on, you want to do that. And going to touch, there's so many factors there's so many things that can go wrong in between you kicking the ball out and then still having to score the try. Where kicking at goal, there's far less things that can go wrong. There's far less people involved that can cause an error. So there's only one guy and he practices all the time. He needs to kick the points. Yes, you get less points, but you're still getting points and building that pressure. So you have to give credit where it's due. And I love when captains or the leadership group, when they back themselves, they go to touch and it pays off for them. It's heartbreak when it doesn't. I thought that Los Pumas did struggle to string phases together. So when they did throw attack phases together, attacking shape at Wallabies, and there wasn't enough variety. There was one stage where they put on nearly 20 phases, didn't go far, but the Wallabies were just defending them side to side, back and front. Whatever they were throwing at them, the Wallabies were manning up in defense. So it's probably credit to the Wallabies, but also looking at it from an attacking point of view for Los Pumas, you're not throwing enough shape, you're not throwing enough variety. It's probably just very one-dimensional, something that they'll definitely have to look at, because you don't want to be putting on 20 plus phases or near 20 phases and not getting any reward from that. They must have, what I also thought, they probably had a game plan around their attack and how they wanted to attack. It didn't work and they didn't adjust. And that's one thing, that's where your fly-off needs to step up and be like, this isn't working. I feel like this could work. Let's try that. And that comes with experience. That comes with having a close bond between the leadership group and also knowing when it's not working. Okay, let's sit back. What can we try differently? And let's try that. I thought and then in the second half, you're always going to get emotion and passionate Argies or Los Pumas, Argentinians, when they play. And especially after they won that penalty scrum, they kicked the penalty from that, and I thought, okay, here we go. The tide is changing a bit. Argies could pull away from it. And I think something that did really just like wind in their sails, like, was, I think it's Gajo is how you say it, the prop, when he bust through, went to dive to score and got the ball hit out of his hands. That's heartbreaking stuff, man. That is tough because you're in the lead then, and that's going to give you that extra bit of buffer. But that's rugby sometimes. That's rugby. 21 missed tackles from Los Pumas. That doesn't help your cause. 10 penalties conceded. That also does not help your cause. Not good enough in tight games like this and in games that you're kind of expected to win. Excuse me. Over to the Wallabies. First of all, great win. First win for the season for 2024 Rugby Championship. Good. Away from home, horrendous conditions. Great. Tick. Well done. I thought soft penalties early on in the game gave Argies an easy stroll into the game, allowed Argentina to kick the penalties, kick to touch, just walk into the game. It's kind of soft, and it allows the opponents to take control of the game. And Wallabies conceding those penalties allowed that early on. Jake Gordon's try, what I loved about this was all the attack shape being thrown at Argentina leading up to it. Firstly, obviously securing their ball every time the ball went down to ruck, but every ball carrier had options, had an option outside him, an option inside him, and then the option out the back as well. And I love that. It just puts the defense in, oh shit, who's going to get the ball? Okay, he has the ball, but there's 2 or 3 guys around him that could still get the ball, and then I still need to look after him. So I love that about this. Just shows the soft skills in play, and then how Joe Schmidt is wanting to play, and I love that. Then Ikitau then with a beauty inside ball to Tom Wright, those angles back in like that, love that. And then ever-present Jake Gordon to finish it off under the sticks. Love that. And like I said, the options they were throwing, or the variety on attack is good. That's really, you can see the outlines of how they want to play. And I think if it was dry conditions, there would have been a few more scores or tries to go around. Another thing that you could really look at this and be proud about with the Wallabies is their defense, man. So Argentina only scored that 1 try in the first half, the Maul try. And after that, it was just penalties. And there was one point when Argentina threw about 20 phases at Wallabies and nothing came from it. Then one time, their defensive line coming out the line, fantastic, strong one-on-one tackles. They were climbing into the rucks as well. And just a good, solid, all-round effort from everyone involved for the Wallabies, especially on defense. That's something you can really build. It's a good base for a strong team. And in the second half, Valentini's try, and again, so they had the shape in the first half, but in the second half, what I thought they brought nicely was that more direct running. So running back at the ball, running back towards weaker shoulders, and really busting through that way. Bit of razzle-dazzle from Ikitau to bust through, little offload, Corabetti, but then the patience in attack after a line break, very, very good. A lot of teams get flustered. They just throw the ball, or the ball's there at the ruck, and they just pick it up and maybe knock it on. Calm, Jake Gordon picked up, played the shorts, and then Valentini scored. Really good, and you're just dominating those contact areas, which is really good from the Wallabies in the second half. So mate, good win for the Wallabies. Well done. My standouts, Ikitau, immense, man. He's just his X factor that he has. I think that one time, which eventually led to Valentini's try, he must have bust through about 3 or 4 tackles, spinning, handoff, steps. He's so elusive, so quick. Love that in the back line there. He was 10 carries, 5 defenders beaten. And then I thought Angus Bell, how good, what a game. 9 carries, 1 defender beaten, 17 tackles. You're kidding. For a prop, 17 tackles. Holy, stop the clock. Give that man a bells. 17 tackles for a prop? That's a record. Get out of here. And that one tackle, he flew out of the line. It was perfect technique. Low, shoulder in, cheek on cheek, beautiful, wrapped around, strong tackle. The sound on it too. Let's hear it. Beautiful, beautiful tackle. Angus Bell, fantastic game. Well done, big fella. Good win for the Wallabies. They march on. Another game next week versus the Los Pumas. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Who's your man of the match? Who played well? Who didn't? Hit that subscribe while you're there. And I'll see you next time.